Well, welcome back, and thank you for staying the course. I'm going to start off with a poem about another literary figure, and I'm sure Charlie will have a poem about this person bound to happen. Probably the whole of Childe Harold done in 10 minutes, which would be fantastic. But some of you will remember that back in April we sort of had a mini summer over Easter. It was really hot, and I went to a place called Happy Valley, which is just where I grew up, and I'd taken along some Byron poetry, and I was just imagining how Byron would react to being in Happy Valley on such a lovely afternoon. Lord Byron picnics in Happy Valley, full of suds and vim. He bounds through the bluebell woodland, so quick on his feet you can barely see him go. Byron munches a cheese roll, alert to the possibility of gherkin, which he hates. Snaps the ring pull on a cream soda, dashes off an ode or two. For it is the dreaming time. April's loveliness has come shyly knocking. Poets are aware that love is their calling, and Byron is no exception. Byron lays back, half gazes at the cerulean sky. It is the doing of a being almost as great as he, but one not so treasured by generations of schoolgirls writing in the margins. Byron beckons his love. Come, let's stride to the alehouse, quaff a draught in late afternoon. We will have none of that pie. It is truth we seek, not gravy. My family come from the west of Ireland, and on my dad's side of the family, two of his brothers, my uncles, died in childhood, which was quite common in those days, and they were called Patrick and Kevin, so of course I was named after Patrick, and so this is the lost child. I was named after a dead child, born in the long ago west of Ireland, in the mountainy land where soft rain washes pebbles to sea, where the Atlantic holds hands with the Holy Ghost. There are no images from that time of the infant girdling in his mother's arms, gazing up at his father, cradled in their love in the landscape. No images of the treasured child that never grew to meet his nephew, to learn his 10 times table, to read and write, make crayons dance, to take turkey and butter to market, to raise a pint in Colorans, to set out from Tubbercurry into the world. God bless you, Patrick. I wear your name with pride. I hope I am living enough for the both of us. When I get to heaven, take me to one side. Tell me the dreams I should have realized, the world I should have built in your honor. Fair enough for a blessed infant to grow and have children of his own. You live in my heart, Patrick. I leave the door ajar so you can step inside for warmth, and we can raise a glass to twin souls in a holy communion across the years. This next poem is it's the title of my current collection, which just so happens to be here tonight. It's called Baltimore, and the poem is about the way we live such fractured lives in cities, so we don't really know our neighbours or the people who live across the corridor in our block. So Baltimore. In the lonely city I reach out to you, twin souls buried in darkness and light. We are the poor offspring of our dreams, watching snow drift across Baltimore skies. In the lonely city our fingers touch, an electric connection distributing power to all circuits. In your eyes I see a door opening, reflecting a second door leading to a corridor of hope. In the lonely city you reach out to me. It is such a simple thing, one human being moving toward another. The Baltimore traffic backs up for the weekend. Friday snow forms a cushion between our lips. Our warm breath gives winter notice. We are reaching out across this city, circling like ships. Be kind to the snow. Don't get angry with the snow. It was around before our speeded up world got in the way. It may be the wrong kind of snow for trucks and buses and trains, but it's the best kind of snow for snowtime games. Remember the child you were, how the melting snowman left you bereaved? Say something kind to the snow before upset and wet and warm it leaves. You can almost hear the friendly ghosts in this room now, can't you? The creaks from the stairs, and the coffee machine is no longer doing whatever it does. So this is a time for this poem. Just before Christmas, 3 years ago, Adrian Mitchell died, and he was, I think, one of the most important poets of the last 40 years or so, and a great campaigner and socialist for so many causes in his lifetime, and we could probably do with him here now. So this is for Adrian Mitchell. Your death was announced on radio, but not TV, as though you weren't celebrity enough to share space with footballers and pop stars, crooked politicians and credit-crunched bankers. You were bigger than they, a poet for our times and our future. Blake, singing champion, dancing in a lyrical world, denouncing the liars, celebrating the warm heart of humanity. You like that stuff. Your death shocked me out of a Monday morning reverie, the dreaming time before Christmas. I thought, oh no, not you, Adrian. We need you more than ever. We need you leading the charge in Iraq, Gaza, Darfur, Guantanamo. We need your socialist take on the fall of capital, the collapsing cash cows mooing futile laments as they sink into dead grass, emitting high-octane farts, stinking of untrammelled greed. We need you pointing the alternative to spend, 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 which is surely love, love, love. But you've left us, slipped quietly away to join Blake's angels, while we were busy wrapping presents. With your poems, you've left us the best Christmas present of all. A true English internationalist, patriot, anarchist, socialist, you embrace this daft, stony green island, surrounded by fish and blessed with fables. You sprinkled your funny stuff poems with love and sense, and all the good people and creatures that play within these shores. That's enough for one big. Stand up and say it out loud, life. I just ask that you peer at us now and then from your wise heaven and wink. So I'm going to finish with this poem. It's a poem about jealousy and bad weather. It's called Raincoat. Once I had a raincoat I loved. It weathered storms, sleet, derision, staggered home drunkenly from parties with the moon in its arms singing. A strong raincoat, belted and epauletted and grimed, with character and confidence in its ankle-length swagger, its swishing belt and buttons that chimed. Together we shivered in cinema queues, forgot our own names on bed-sit floors, had countless arguments in smoke-filled bars, made up for at midnight behind closed doors. A warm raincoat, belted and epauletted and grimed, with character and confidence in its ankle-length swagger, its swishing belt and buttons that chimed. But raincoats, like people, are human. And one day its arms dislocated, its buttons crestfallen, its storm-battered body took flight, crying, "You tricked me, you fooled me, I hate you, I saw you with that anorak last night."